Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another What's Sold on eBay video. We're doing things a little differently. I got some lights that I use for listing. As you can kind of see, now you probably see all the imperfections of my face. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe you do. But either way, I put some up front. I want to see if this looks a little bit better with more light in the front versus the way it usually is. Just let me know in the comments if you guys don't mind. I'm trying to find what works. I know it's not going to be perfect. I know there's a lot of stuff cluttered in the back, but if it looks a little bit better, then we'll keep doing it. If not, we'll go back to the old way. So just let me know. But for those of you who might be new, we are going to show you what's sold in the eBay store. Always a mix of stuff here. I like selling a variety. Not only does it make it fun, it also allows for different things to sell throughout the year. And the best thing you can do to really grow your business is find new and different things to sell or to make money on. If you get stuck just in one category, a little niche, in my opinion, it can be kind of limit your growth because you're only looking for one type of item. Finding more things and different things to sell will help so you can make some more money. So let's get into it though and go over what sold. First off, an Andis-Dog-Clipper. I got 4 of these for 20 bucks. This one sold for 18 shipped. It was the lowest price one. It was the 1.5 millimeter, the size 10. This one was used. All the rest looked like brand new open box. This one was definitely used. I did clean it up, but we still got 18 shipped and I believe we got good feedback. Next we have the Smashing Pumpkins. This is a 3 CD lot actually. The person bought 3 CDs, all global shipping program, all with free shipping. The Smashing Pumpkins CD sold for $14.99. The Church Heyday CD sold for $18.69. That was a 15% off sale. And then the Dukes of Stratosphere was also on a 15% off. That one sold for $11.04. So all those combined, one buyer bought them all, went global shipping program, so I had to ship it out to Kentucky or whatever it is. Ended up shipping them out medium mail, and they were happy. They gave us good feedback as well, so that's an awesome deal there. Richard Henry Dana Middle School. This is a San Pedro, California junior high yearbook. In my opinion, high school yearbooks are usually the best way to go, better than the college ones, better than the junior high or elementary. I will still pick up junior high and elementary if they're cheap. If they're $1 or less, I'll usually grab them because maybe someone will buy them. Here's one I got from a garage sale or an estate sale. I ended up selling for 30 bucks on the best offer. I've told you guys before on the yearbooks, what I do is I list them a little bit high, $35, $40, $45, maybe $50 if it's a high school one. Best offer, any offer over 25 bucks, I'm usually going to take it unless I know it's a rare one. And then if it's under 25, I might counter and try to get them up a little bit, but I might even take a $20 offer because you never know when that person's going to come looking for that yearbook again. So I wouldn't let a sale go just over a few bucks for a yearbook. Here's some Disneyland commemorative coins from 1990. They're like a purplish color, I believe. These are lots of 5. I was selling them. I got a bag of them for $5 at a garage sale. I've sold off probably 15 or 20 sets of 5 so far. We have another 10 or 15 left. This person actually bought 2 of them though. They originally were listed for $10, 25% off sale. They sold at $7.99 or whatever it was, and the person bought 2 of them. They go first class. They're just little, like about the size of a quarter. Theremin, Ether Music and Espionage. It's a book here. This one sold for $21.24 from the Rock and Roll Buy. Super happy about that. There's actually an error in my listing. It says paperback at one point, and then at the end it says HC book for hardcover. I copied someone's listing and did not take out the paperback part. So still sold $21.24 though. Just goes in a bubble mailer. Here's a HoMedics Therapist Select Deluxe. This is like one of those neck massagers. I got a bunch of this massaging stuff and different kinds of kitchen appliances. They were all brand new in box or new open box from one of my sources. He had bought a unit, spent a couple $100, but it had a bunch of this stuff. And I think I spent maybe $250 just on all these new in box items from him. This is one of them. He charged me $5 for this. It had the box, but the box was stained up. It looked like it had water damage. The stuff was all brand new sealed though. I sold it for $57 shipped. It cost us 13 or 14 bucks to ship at FedEx. 100th Greatest All-Time Country Hits Sheet Music Book. This is I got this from an estate sale with a bunch of other music books. This one sold for $15. I've done pretty well on some of these old music books. They don't sell super fast, but some of them sell for about the 10 to 20 range. A pair of Demonia Creeper platform shoes. These are like a Gothic punk style is what I put in there, but I did copy someone's listing, so I don't know. If there's a different style you would have put, let me know in the comments. This is a size 11 though. Good size for a pair of women's shoes. They were $8 at a garage, so I paid up for them. I knew they would sell. The person bought them at full price, 60 bucks. Shipped them out. She had them for about 2 weeks. She just messaged me about a week ago and said she wore them and one of the platform parts started separating from the shoe, and I'm like, well, I didn't notice anything. I don't know. I mean, they looked good condition. She said the same thing. They looked good. They were okay that first time. The second time she went out, something happened, I believe it was. She said, don't worry though, I'm going to try to glue them because they're awesome shoes and I want them to work. I'll let you know if they don't work. She never got back to me. So I did tell her she could return them. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Seems like it's okay for now, but kind of a bummer if they do come back. But look out for that style. It does do well. Jose, La Historia del Príncipe los Éxitos. I don't speak Spanish or any other language really aside from English. What I know is very limited, so don't judge me. I probably sound like an idiot, but either way, these sold for $14.30. This CD sold for $14.39. Goes out media mail. Came from the big CD buy. Here's a Funko Pop. I'm not super sold on Funkos. I know some people have made a lot of money off them, and people have bought big lots. It seems like when I find them, most of them are not worth much, and I think it's like anything. You really need, like video games, you have to know the valuable ones to really be effective in it. A lot of the commons aren't worth a whole lot. But I went to this garage, so the lady was selling these Funkos, and she had a bunch of stuff. It was her nephews or something like that, and he had moved back to Mexico. He said, get rid of all my stuff at the garage sale. I'm not coming back for it. I don't want it. And I bought these ones. This one right here is the Funko Pop Hawkman number 17. Apparently it was a little bit rare because it sold for $165 shipped on a best offer. There were some that went for like $190. I spent $5. I didn't really know what I was getting into, but it looked cool, so I grabbed it, got home, scanned it. I'm like, whoa, this thing's really good. And I ended up taking the best offer of $165. So pretty cool. I do have one more I might show you guys here in another video that looks like it might be worth quite a bit of money, like maybe over $500, and it's a Funko Pop. It's one of those, the Chase ones, or what, Chase, I don't know, Chase Authentics or something. Same sale, I got it. If you know about Funkos, reach out to me because maybe you know about what this one is. Rhyme and Reason, it's a soundtrack. This one sold for $14.99 from the Rock and Roll Buy. Pretty good deal. Sold pretty quickly too. A Jaws Universal Studios hat. This one was, I bought a bunch of hats, a drone, and a couple other things for $30 from one of my sources. There were probably 40 hats or so in the whole thing, plus the drone. Plus I think there were a couple powered, like AC adapters and stuff, and some HDMI cable, just some random junk. Got them all. This hat right away sold for $20 shipped, full price sale. They weren't worth a whole lot, but the person bought it like instantly, so I don't know why. It was used, but I got $20 shipped on that. Red Carpet, this is a DVD here, sold for $11. It's actually 2 DVDs, it's a double feature, and it's 2 older DVDs, but they ended up selling for $11. Kenny Chesney, 2012 Brothers of the Sun Tour. I have a bunch of these shirts, so if anybody wants one, feel free to reach out, because I bought like 10 or 15 of them from a garage sale. The person, her husband worked at the event, and he also worked at one in 2011. Only had one of that shirt though. So I bought them all for $10, and this one took a best offer of $15. Already sold the 2011 one for $18, so we're already in the profits. Plus there were some cassettes in there and a couple of other odds and ends. Once they all sell, we'll make some good money, but definitely going to take a little while. Cincinnati Bengals, this is a kids Franklin helmet. The kids ones do sell. I figured the Bengals were a good one. Halloween was coming up. This sold a couple weeks before Halloween. I did put Joe Burrow. I put Burrow in the title there because I figured he's kind of the rookie quarterback they have. A lot of people might like him. Someone might want this to go with the jersey they have for their costume or whatever. Plus, people are kind of, you know, just diehard football fans, so they might want it for their kid or maybe even a man cave. But I picked this one up for $1 at a garage sale, and I sold it for $30 shipped. Did end up costing around $10 to ship it out, but pretty good money there, and it sold really quickly. This is an iRobot Roomba 400 or 500 series remote. This one was not too great. It sold for $764 on a 15% off sale. Would not pick that one up again, but we did make a few bucks. A Nelson NASB, that's the New American Standard Edition Bible. This is the open Bible. Look out for the leather open Bibles. Some of them have some really good value. This one I actually spent, I want to say $15 for at a church. It's called a U-Turn for Christ thrift store. So they have a lot of higher price stuff usually when I go there, but every once in a while I find something good. This one I paid $15 on, and I sold it for $70 shipped, and it was not in perfect shape. Definitely had lots of wear. I mean, typical wear. It wasn't brand new at least, but I got 70 shipped for a used Bible. Look out for those. A Gen 2 Amazon Fire Stick. I've gotten a lot of these over the past probably year or so. They ended up selling for around that $15 to $25 mark. This one sold for $22. It was just a Fire Stick only. It was no remotes, nothing else included. We have this is a bad sale. This is a 2015 Nissan Altima. This is not a service manual, owner's manual, reference guide. It kind of comes in your glove box in a little case. Got this for $1 at a garage sale. I ended up selling it for $9 on sale, 25% off. This thing did not go medium mail. It went out, I want to say, just barely made it first class. It may have even gone pad up. I don't remember. I think my wife might know, but she's not here to tell you guys. But either way, not a good sale. We may have broken even. We may have lost money a little bit. We may have made a little bit, but not worth it. Definitely a bad buy there. These were good, though. These 1966 Double-Glo Fireproof Christmas Icicles. These are like little tinsel that you throw on a tree. These ones are from 66, though, so they're older. They're brand new in the packaging. Got them from a buy with storage unit guy. Just threw them into my box. I'm sure he didn't value them much. They ended up selling for $30 shipped. Great deal. They went out first class as well. And U.S. military, these are the Desert Marine pants. These ones sold for $25 shipped. I told you guys, these are what I usually sell these pants and shirts for, right around that $20 to $25 mark. They go in a padded flat rate. It's not a ton of profit, but it's a really easy, consistent sale for me, and I like having them in the store. Here's an Iowa by Slipknot CD, and there's another one. The same buyer bought two, but didn't have them in the same order, so it comes up here at, I think, 2 or 3 sales. This one was $15. Oh, no, here it is. I moved it. I forgot I moved it, so it would be next to it. But this one is the Slipknot self-titled CD. This one sold for $11. So $26 all in. One buyer, 2 CDs. Love it. Happy. I've told you guys I love selling media. It really works for me. It's not always high dollar sales, but stuff can move, especially when you start getting CD lots for really cheap. Here's an AC/DC DVD set, 3-disc set. This one sold for $50 shipped. It's brand new sealed. It's called Plug Me In. It did have a couple of tears to the seal, you know, on the corners and stuff. It wasn't mint, so I listed mine for about $10 less, and it sold for $50. I paid $10 for that from one of my sources. Here's a big sale. It's the Burton Club Mecca Edition, limited to 1,000 Arabian 1,000 Nights. It's a 14-volume book set here. I think there might be more volumes. I'm not even sure. I paid $70 for this. Way too much money to pay. I was buying a bunch of stuff from this lady, and she had sold me that these were valuable. She showed me a listing on eBay that was going for like $500, and I'm like, okay, cool. And she goes, I only want 70, but you bought all this other stuff, so it's good. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it, because I was getting such a good deal on everything else, and there was a lot of profit there. Ended up listing in that $500 or best offer. I was thinking I was going to get a $350 to $400 offer, which I'd have been happy with, maybe even $300. They've sat for months and months and months, like almost probably 2 years. Someone finally came through and said, hey, I'll give you $250 for them. I didn't even counter. They're theirs. I shipped them out actually FedEx for around $40. I didn't want to send a medium mail. I felt it was too risky, but took a $40 or sent them out FedEx for $40, so we're 110 in. 140, then we got less fees. So we still made some pretty good money. Would not buy them again, though, because they're huge, they're heavy, they sat around, and I think I'm lucky they even sold. So I'm happy, but it's one of those things that I probably wouldn't do again. An OEM Dell Venue 8 black tablet wireless keyboard. I got the actual Dell tablet and this keyboard. It was, I think, $8 from one of my sources. He wasn't sure if it worked. I could not get the thing to work. It seems like either the battery inside is dead or something's wrong with it. I sold the keyboard for $25 by itself because it was brand new in box, open box. So I made my money there. This one went out first class. And today, which is about 3 or 4 weeks later, I just sold the actual tablet for parts for $40. The tablet itself would go for like $80 if it worked, but I ended up selling it for $40. So we made pretty good money on that one, and you'll see that in the later video. Grandmaster of Chess, complete games of Paul Karras or Curse. Look out for chess books, guys. I bought a bunch of chess books. I have a video about it. Maybe I'll put it up if I remember. I bought 6 boxes, like medium size, or small, no, they're Home Depot size small, cardboard boxes full of chess books. $10 a box on Facebook Marketplace. This was a couple years ago. Well, I ended up going through them. I went through them first. My wife took the ones that had barcodes and stuff, and she was scanning on Amazon. Some were going for 100, 50, 40. So then she took over, and she started selling all the ones that were worth money, and I took the leftovers. I listed some on eBay, and then I put them in big lots. I want to say we spent $60, and we probably grossed somewhere but $800 to $1,000 in books, and we still have some left. It was a great deal. So if you ever find a collection of chess books, look into it. If it's cheap enough, it might be worth your time. This one sold for $15 shipped. If you hear our dog, don't worry. Her name's Peanut. She's crazy. We didn't name her. That was somebody else's name. But I love her at least. My wife gets tired of her, but you can hear her in the background maybe, and she's just a nutty dog. She barks at anything. Gary Payton, this is a size 2XL Reebok jersey. Lakers paid $5 and ended up selling for $30 on a 25% off sale. Goes out first class. I'm usually good for $5 for a jersey. If it's an adult jersey, I'll usually pay up to $5. Really, no matter who it is, as long as it's in good shape. I'll pay a little bit more if it's a better one or a vintage one. And then on youth ones, I usually want to be a little bit less. Same with the women's jersey. A lot of times they're not as desirable unless it's a super nice jersey or something kind of special. Here's a Sunset Stitchery. This is one of those like cross stitch or whatever patterns. This one has like a chief on here. He ended up selling for $21, $24. I bought 3 of these different ones for $1 each. They've all sold for about $20 to $25. It's a really good deal. I just shove them in a little bubble mailer, a big bubble mailer actually. Shove them out and they go first class. Have had no issue shipping them out that way. Some Thai teeny Thai McDonald beanie plush things. These are ones from like a Happy Meal. Got them in a big box of plush. I lotted 8 of them together and they sold for $15 shipped. They went out first class. Not a whole lot of money, but if you ever find a collection at a sale, it might be worth your time. They actually sold, I want to say, within about 2 or 3 weeks, which I thought was pretty good for some kind of McDonald's toys that were already opened. Men's Reebok, this is a Pro Bowl jersey from 2007, I believe, but this one's actually blank. It has no name on the back. Usually it has one of the players that made the Pro Bowl on it. This one did not. Ended up selling for $31 shipped. I paid $5 for it from one of my sources that I had years ago, and ended up finally selling for $31. Definitely was a unique piece because who wants the Pro Bowl jersey with no one on it? You think they want the player, not just a blank one. But it did sell. This is a wire and leather baseball catcher's mitt. It's a Wilson one. It's an old one. It was definitely beat up, falling apart. I spent $15 at a garage sale. Paid up a little bit for it. Wasn't really sure exactly what I had, but I thought it was cool. Got it. It sat for about 2 years. It finally took a best offer of $80 and I shipped it out. I'm assuming someone probably put it in their man cave or something like that, maybe in their collection. I had a couple of offers of like 40 and 50, but it was just too low, so I just waited and it finally sold. A 64 Rumble Pack, look out for these. They're always good sellers. 23 shipped on that guy. That's the OEM one. Even the aftermarket ones will sell. Viva La Bam, complete seasons 3 and 4. It's one box set, but it has season 3 and 4 in it. Got this for I think $3 from Savers. It was some thrift store, but I spent $3 plus tax. Ended up selling for $24 shipped. I'm always looking for those oddball DVD sets or stuff that might not be as common. They seem to be the ones that have value. I bought a bunch of Stephen King books. This is Stephen King Pet Cemetery. It's a paperback book. I bought a bunch of them for $10, which a bunch of other books. Look out for Stephen King stuff. If you can get first edition hardcovers, some of them do well. You can also lot together Stephen King books in lots. You'll see a lot coming up in a couple of weeks where I sold. This one was Pet Cemetery. It was the first paperback Signet edition. Not the first edition, but the first paperback Signet edition. It still sold for $20 shipped, medium mail shipping. And guys, that is it. We are done with the sales. We're under 20 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know about the lighting, if this looks a little bit better or not. Again, if you do see my imperfections, do not mention those because we already know about them. There's no need to tell me. But I do appreciate all you guys. I hope everyone is doing well this time of year. It's been a crazy year in a lot of different ways, and it still is one. But I hope you guys get some fun time coming up with the family. Hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and hopefully we all will have lots of sales here in Q4. I'm ready for it. I want to clear out some stuff, and I hope you guys do as well. If you've learned something new in one of my videos, or you sell something that you saw in one of the videos, let me know in the comments every once in a while. I'm curious what's one item that people hadn't heard about before that you later found. It's kind of cool to know what stuff that people are learning the most about, just to kind of get some feedback. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. Love you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.